A mountain of money the government can't spend. $192 million collected from parking fees in the city and growing by 30 million more each year.
It is a lot of money, and it's really important that the community gets the outcomes that were intended.
Last year, the government managed to spend just half of what it brought in.
So our ratepayers and property owners, rightfully today, should be questioning why they have been paying that money.
The Transport and Planning Minister says that's largely because legislation means it can only go towards transport projects. But that's about to change, with the Minister announcing earlier this week a plan to modify the law so the money can be spent on almost anything in or around the city.
Whether it's schools, whether it's the concert hall, whether it's swimming pools, all this infrastructure is all about boosting livability and more people into the city.
But before those changes have even been drafted, the Auditor General found the minister's already given conditional approval for $600,000 to go towards public pools at the Wacker, none of which has yet been spent.
We made a finding that it wasn't in accordance with the legislative purpose of the fund at the time.
It's not just arrogant, it's actually not following the law as required.
The minister's hoping to avoid what she had to do to pay for this bus, which runs between UWA and the CBD. At the time, it meant changing the rules so the money could be spent on the road the bus drives on, but that didn't extend to the footpath. She says making projects like these easier is a key part of helping to revitalise the CBD.
It isn't rocket science. The more people you get in the city of Perth, the more activity every day of the year.
That money was collected to be spent on Perth transport initiatives. It's in the legislation.
The government says it'll come up with a plan to spend the parking money by January next year. Keith Burke, ABC News.